let you go first. I don't have any issue with that if coach doesn't care. Let me make sure Wellens is on this call. He is. Okay. Okay, go ahead. You guys fire away at them.
Gabbie, we used to always joke about how you'd score the first goal of the game. Now you're kind of scoring the last goal to win the game. You changed styles?
Maybe a little bit. I think just battling through the game and see how the game goes, I guess. Don't really think about it too much, if I'm being honest.
Well, with the long break in between, it doesn't seem like a streak, but I think you got 5 goals in the last 4 games now, which is kind of more like it because you only had 1 for the year before that.
Yeah, I was had a little bit different stuff going on in the first semester with hockey and just trying to figure out what to do to battle through that and just play a different game and focusing on a little bit more D-zone and face-off stuff and getting comfortable with that. And I think over the break, getting back to implementing the work that I put in for the D-zone, my face-offs, and what I had going on in years past and putting it together. And it seems to be coming together a little bit better here.
Well, from upstairs in the press box, we're much more comfortable when you focus on scoring goals.
But your defense won that game yesterday, so
yes.
got on board yesterday. So all
Thank
right, let's go here.
That was an offensive steal. You can't fool me.
Gabbie, can both Gabbie and Ashton, we'll start with Gabbie. Can you take us through the game winner there with time winding down?
Yeah, we had a good time out there, and then Lou drew up a face-off, and I think we executed it well, getting the puck deep there, and then T getting in and being really composed with it, and then just finding me in the slot area and got a shot through, and Gibbs was there to put it home. So
how much of that you had the time out there right before the face-off play drawn up by Lou? How much of that whole sequence is planned from you taking that shot down the middle there, Ashton, to Gabbie, to you moving in position for the rebound?
I think really the only drawn up part was Gabbie win the draw and defense get it deep and see where that takes us. And we had our wings busting it. I won the draw. We had the D's get it deep, and the 2 wings, Kleiner and Taylor, were busting in and won the battle, won the puck, and Taylor had great composure. And the rest was on Taylor's just being a smart hockey player and Ashton getting the puck to net and having a rebound pop out, and it ended up on my stick. But the only plan was get it deep, win the face off.
Ashton, are you aware how much time's left when you're unleashing the puck there? Like, was that a desperation shot, or did you see an opportunity there to put the puck on net and maybe someone could get to it?
yeah, I knew we didn't have much time left, so just wanted to get a puck through there and make sure it didn't get blocked. So
how tough was that, just getting pucks through? Frank was making big saves, but Mankato was making a lot of stops. How tough was that, just trying to get a puck through and on net today?
yeah, definitely. Mankato likes to clock things up in the middle, so finding ways to get pucks through and creating more offense, getting pucks down low and using F3 high, I think helped us out today.
Gabbie, can you kind of take us through what you were seeing on that play as Ashton's firing the shot off? Like, was that, did you have any idea where that puck was going? Because it seemed like you were in perfect position there to put that away.
Yeah, I think that was just, I wanted to just be in front of the net. Honestly, I knew Taylor was coming around and getting the puck up to the D, and just having bodies in front of the net, hoping that maybe it was screening the goalie, maybe Frank couldn't see the puck, or hoping that maybe it hit something and someone and go in, just putting bodies in front of the net. And when she shot it, just backing off of the crease for the rebound, and it popped right on my stick. Didn't have to do anything, and I just put it in the back of the net. So the puck kind of just landed where it landed, and that's how it went.
So you're saying that was the easiest goal of the weekend for you?
Yeah. Most stressful, but yeah.
Our heart
Well,
rates are still up.
one other thing about that, Gabbie, is you talk about the defensive play and the faceoffs and focusing on those things, but But it is true that when you're in position, the puck does seem to come to you. And that hadn't been happening in the first 10 games or so of the year.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, you didn't have the puck bouncing to you in good shooting position like it has this weekend.
Yeah, I agree with that. I don't know why. I guess this weekend it just started clicking for me, and I guess the rest of the team, and things happened, and can't really explain why, I guess.
Yeah. Even though Gibbs wasn't scoring, she was creating lots of offense for Kleiner and that whole line. So, and she likes to get into the gritty areas in the front of the net. So I think now things are working out for her, but she definitely, with not scoring, she was still creating lots of offense for us.
You guys talked about how battling back and making that third period comeback really was good for you guys and was a good win for you guys. What does today do for you guys? You know, battling back from that really 1-0 deficit and then battling back and forth. How does that prepare you guys for especially next weekend?
Never give up and be absolutely relentless on the puck. I mean, scoring with 3 seconds left in the game, you can't say much more than just learning from that and realizing that you absolutely never give up and cast and play a lot. And I think a lot of people learn when you're giving your opportunities, work your butt off, and good things will happen when you're on the ice. And I think that's a few takeaways that we can have from today.
Just what was different between today and last night? I mean, both were comeback victories for you guys, but what was just the different feel on the ice?
Yeah, we were like coming back from behind and we just like didn't give up. We kept pushing and didn't get frustrated if they scored one. We came right back and got another. So I think just sticking to the game plan and just keep working for it.
Good. Awesome. Thank you guys for coming and talking to us right away. Awesome game. You guys get to focus on Wisconsin now, which I'm sure you're not super excited about yet or anything, but good weekend. And we'll see you guys next Friday.
Thank you.
And we'll get Coach going here. Coach, if you just want to talk about that, I guess it almost kind of speaks for itself. If you want to talk about it, lead in, and then we'll take some questions for Coach.
Yeah, another great effort from our team today to battle back from an early goal against. I thought our second period was our best period. Poured on 18 shots, got 2 goals there. Started playing more like we want to play, tougher on the forecheck, keeping pucks in, and coming back hard and helping out our D and our goaltender when needed. And the third period was back and forth. You know, I think Mankato is one of the best teams on the rush. You can see that when they enter with possession, they put a ton of pressure on us, and they're good at that. So that's a good challenge. And, you know, we withstood that comeback from them, right? And tie game, face off in the neutral zone. You think not much is going on in that situation. And Coach Bellamy had an idea, and, you know, we executed it well. Like the kids said, you have to have a lot of things go right. But from winning the face off, getting the puck into Maggie's hands, who's really good with the touch, put that puck in the exact right spot. And then everybody goes to work. And, you know, Taylor Anderson and Kleiner actually made a real tough play down low to keep that puck alive. Taylor gets her head up, finds Ashton, who's in the right spot. Ashton gets the shot through. Far pad, Gabbie buries the rebound. So while Gabbie was humble about putting it away, she knows where to go to score goals. That was a perfect spot, and Ashton placed it beautifully, and they're rewarded for it. So that's a huge game for us to come away with 3 points instead of going to overtime and looking at 2 or 1. Really great win, 2 big wins for us over Mankato this weekend. We're going to enjoy these for a little while and then get ready for Wisconsin.
Maura, how much urgency was there on the bench when you guys take that last timeout with what's at stake? Not just, 1, 2, 3 points, but I don't know what the exact math was because this is so complicated this year. But a shot at a WCHA regular season title on the line. What was the urgency like to try and win this game in regulation?
Yeah, I think, sometimes if you talk about the gravity of the situation in those moments, it probably doesn't go so well. So it was nice to keep it structured, have a plan, get them to the board, set something up to keep their minds focused on the play versus the situation. And you put 5 great hockey players out there, and good things can only happen. And it did.
So Maura, now do you put pressure on Laura to say, okay, 30 seconds left, come up with something?
Yep, I'll be looking over to her to see what she's got cooking.
Maura, what does it mean now to be coming back in this season of all seasons, to be coming back here in not even in less than a week to play Wisconsin, basically a 2-game series for the WCHA regular season title?
It's unbelievable. It's what it's all about. To be able to play for a title, to be at home, to be playing period this season through everything that we've gone through, and to have put ourselves into this great situation where something big is on the line. We're not just playing for the fun of it. We're playing for trophies, and what's better than that? So it's really special, and the fashion that we did it in this weekend makes it even sweeter. And I think shows our team that we can win in different ways, which is really important throughout the year, and especially at this time of year.
Both of your wins this weekend were comeback victories, but what was different from today than last night that you saw in the effort?
Well, I think, when you play a team once, you sort of get an understanding of what they're good at and what they're going to look like. So we tried to change up our offensive strategy a little bit. And I'm not sure how much you guys would have noticed that, but I think what it takes in our league, you can look at the standings and make assumptions about teams, but when you watch them, it's totally different. And I said this last night, I think Mankato is a really good team, and they work and they're smart. They can make plays. Like I said, on the rush, they make plays. They challenge our D like the top teams in the league. And so I think understanding what they're trying to do from game 1 to game 2, we get a little better in certain areas, but ultimately today came down to effort and grit and getting into those gritty areas and burying pucks when you have the opportunity. And it took us a little while to get going, but like I said, second period and third period, the foot was on the gas.
Maura, Cassie Bettenall, you have a pretty deep lineup. I'd say, why aren't you playing Cassie Bettenall more? But then you got to say, whose playing time does she take out there? What is the thought process like as you try and get her into certain situations and into the power play there? Is that kind of her ideal situation? With what she was able to do on that play, a small, quick, speedy, gritty player like that?
Yeah, she's super skilled, and she's been I call anchoring our second power play for a couple months now, down below the goal line. Sorry, it's a little rowdy in the background. So that power play keys off of her, and I think she's really loud. Hoagie's excited. She's a super skilled player, really great head for the game, capable of so much, and like you said, our wings up and down the first through third lines are really strong and really good. But anytime there's a little bit of a letdown on any of those guys' parts, Cass can pop right in there. And she knows she can play on the first line. She played on the first line when we were at Bemidji. She can play on the third line, second line. She can complement any line. So she's versatile. And, I thought she made the most of her opportunities today. And that's something that as coaches we'll certainly be keeping in mind moving ahead.
Or I guess I just want to ask, in my head, I can't think of a time where the last regular season series here, at least in a decade, is 1 versus 2, all the marbles for the conference title. I mean, I don't even know if it's lined up that you guys were in that situation when you were, you made that run a few years ago. Just put that into a little bit of perspective. I mean, I'm going back to like 2010. I don't even know, but we're going way back. Like this is a really exciting thing, and you're hosting, and just put that in perspective for a second.
That I didn't know it was so long ago. I'm just really proud of our players. We've talked a lot about the pandemic and this year and what it's been like for them, and away from the rink, it's demanding. You know, our expectations of how they live their lives it's not a typical college student's life by any means, obviously, and then some for a Division I athlete. And when you're playing for a championship like we are, I think it makes it all worth it to them. But I don't want to, miss sight of the things that they've been sacrificing for this team this year. So I'm proud of them, and I'm excited for them that they have this opportunity, because they've worked for it, and it's been stop and go and go at times. And they've been resilient and adaptable, and they deserve it. So I'm really excited, and the history of that is really impressive as well. And yeah, I'm excited.
Maura, your thoughts on Sodes jumping up there on the delayed penalty, playing the puck there? It looked like she maybe wanted to try to take that up a little more, but
I know that was crazy. I was just happy that our next center hadn't hopped on the ice by the time Sodes was playing that puck or something like that. But yeah, good for her. She likes to handle the puck. She's good at it, and yeah, I wasn't sure where that was going to go.